Hey pancakes, I'm doing some TikTok art hacks today and I hope you guys enjoy, so let's get started. I decided to stick with the first hack since I haven't painted in a while, and while I was mixing my two colors together, I realized that my ratio was off, so I needed to add more orange. So when you're doing this hack, make sure you add enough orange and not too much black. And then I decided to add the red afterwards, and trust me, the color looks much better in real life. I don't know what the camera was doing to the colors, but it makes it look really bad. And when I was adding the white, I realized that I put in too much white and it looked ashy, but I think the finished product is really good, so definitely try it.
So there's this painting technique that with only 3 colors and 1 paintbrush you can paint a really detailed flower. So you start with a circle, you pick your dark color and your light color, and you blend them together to have a nice smooth ombre, and once you have that going, you just lay down some squiggly lines. That's it, that's the technique. Just a bunch of squiggly lines until you have something that kind of look like petals. I like this technique because literally any level of artist can utilize it. There are some artists that use this technique, they're so good, my dude. They just have one flawless swoop and they got a full petal. I'm not one of those artists. I use this technique as a good way to make a fast underpaint. I kind of just use the shapes that my brush gave me when I was utilizing the technique. And that way I have more time detailing my flower than building it in my head. I am really not good at the one brush thing, but I made it work for me. This flower took me about 10 minutes start to finish. So yeah, that's the technique and that's an alternative way to use the technique. I hope you learned something, and if you make something cool, show me.
For this one, I decided to combine 2 different hacks so I can make one full painting, and while I do think my technique could have improved, I enjoyed completely how this turned out. The way that it makes it look like it's lit and how it looks kind of professional even though you barely have any experience really upped this one for me. I would definitely recommend doing this one, and I decided in the very bottom right hand corner that I was going to add in some of those flowers that are kind of like balls, but I have no idea what the name for those are. And I put the paint on the canvas, and I think I could have instead, to make it easier for me, put the cotton balls in the paint, like dipped it, and then dabbed it onto the canvas. But I enjoyed how it turned out either way. It does look very beautiful, and if you do try it out, make sure that you dip the thing in and then put it on the canvas unless you like the look. And I put some highlights on the leaves to make it a bit more put together, and I added some finishing touches to the flower, like little pollen balls. And afterwards, it was complete and it really turned out well. So I definitely recommend doing this hack. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!